Hi everyone, I'm Mike Gore and welcome back to Perfect Playthrough on Xenogears. Alright, this is it. We are just about ready to finish up this game for good. However, before we begin, note that any items that's like the 90s or 80s that is not maxed out, I get equipped to my other party members, so just an FYI. I maxed out on close to everything. The only exceptions are Old Circuit, AC, and Deathblows 2. There's no way to get more of those. As well as the Kishin sword, which is a one of a kind. Oh yeah, I forgot. To show off, I had finally finished my grind against the Angel Armor S and Anti-Angel systems. And this will be my God-slaying team, by the way. Wait a minute. So with that out of the way, let's head down this hallway. There is nothing else left for us to do in this main file. Oh yeah, I want to show off that I have maxed out everything. Xenogears DX is the only blemish here because I didn't know that you could farm for those. But you can only farm for those in Disc 1. So I missed my shot there. And there's no way to max out Pen Alpha Souls. 4 Pen Alpha Souls. Well, what happened there? Oh well. So there is nothing else left for us to grab here. It's time to hurry on to the final dungeon. Open this door. Do you want to jump inside? Point of no return here. The answer is yes. This is Deus? What are those 4 orbs spinning around it? It seems as if the power of those 4 things is supporting the center. So that means that big thing in the middle is the core of Deus? Probably. Who cares about those orbs? Let's just crush the core! Striking directly at the center rather than using fuel unnecessarily. That's one strategy, but I believe another plan of attack would be to defeat its surroundings first. If we decide to attack the supporting orbs first, then it might be wise to leave the battles up to us. We should be able to do something about them without using up phase power. That'll allow us to use the full power of Xenogears to defeat Deus, and yes, of course, to save Ellie. Whether we do a direct strike to the core or take down the supports first, guess that's best left up to fate to decide. Thanks, everyone. To attack Deus directly, or to take out its supports first. I wonder which is best. Alright. Let's go in here. And I'm gonna do something very interesting. I'm gonna use a different party leader for each one of these battles. I'm gonna do Rico, Maria, and Emeralda. Oh, I can move up. I wonder which one this says. Ooh. I have no idea. Earth Metatron. Earth Anointment, huh? Did it just turn itself? Yeah, I'm gonna just go straight for the Deathblows. Please don't. This guy's gotta be close to dead already. Alright. That wasn't too bad. That's one support down? Ooh, no. I wanna... I think I need to bring Chu-Chu along for this part. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Chu-Chu as party leader. Or which one I just fought. Ooh, who is part of loot? Alright, it's just sealed one character's movements. Oh! It's gotta be close to dead by now. Alright. That's one support down. That was insanely easy. Let me swap her up for Rico. I want to do Maria now. And finally Satan. Yeah, it looks like I have to do that. The movement here is weird. Wonder who's next. Guess Sundal. Shit. Alright, that's 3 down. That went down real quickly. Man, why are all my gears breaking the damage limit all of a sudden? Alright, so that's Parley Maria down. So now I want to bring back Emeralda and Chu-Chu. Now it's Emeralda's chance to be party leader. And I think I may have saved the hardest one for last. It's on the ground, huh? Well, I'm gonna do Force Dance. Yeah, I'm not using any of their fuel after this. Did he just try to kill himself? Alright. I didn't mean to press X. Alright, you need that more. Wait a minute. Did he just... God damn it, I didn't realize! I'm gonna start using my attacks. I can't perform Deathblows in this fight. If I'd known that, I would have kept... Wait a minute. Yay! That's all 4 supports down. Thanks a lot. I go to infinity mode before, just to beat him. But now, that's it for the part. I made use of everyone as a party leader at some point in the game. So now, it's time for the grand feature presentation. The true final boss. And this is it! We took out some supports, and along with it, its best attacks. Haha! You can't do shit now. Wow, that tickles. Let's do Wild Smile. Okay. Jesse Cannon. And he now only has 40,000 HP, so which is even less than if I went straight for him without going for the supports. Still can't land hits. Did it just damage itself? Alright, just a cannon, can deal max damage easily. Is that it? Yes, it is. Congratulations, we have beaten the game. By the way, did you know that Deus, for whatever reason, resembles Ellie's gear somewhat? Yeah, look closely and you can see that somewhat resembles Ellie's gear. El Regis or, I forgot what her original gear was. Let me see. Yeah, the reason why I went for the supports was because somebody said, well, you went all this way, maxing everything out, and you're going to leave out 4 optional bosses, so I went for the supports first, as opposed to facing Deus at his absolute peak. But by destroying Deus, what happened? My gear won't budge anymore. The Zohar modifier has ceased functioning. That is probably the reason why our gears cannot move anymore. There is only a slight energy response coming from the core now. What about Ellie? What's happening to her inside of that thing? The Deus system's bind on her should have worn off now. So why aren't we getting any kind of response? We don't think we heard her in that battle too. Faye, calm down. The sensors are picking up a response from a life form within Deus. It's probably Ellie, so do not worry. I believe she is okay. Ellie! Can you hear me, Ellie? Deus is no longer active. It's all over now, so come out of there. Show me your face. Ellie! Ellie! What the? What's happening? Doc, what's going on? What's wrong? I am not detecting a tremendous amount of energy coming from within Deus. It seems as if something that was sealed up till now has suddenly been freed and is growing enormously. It couldn't be the wave existence. The wave existence? That's gotta be it. The wave existence was just freed from its cage of fleshly existence in Zohar. It's probably attempting to return to the higher dimension that it originally came from. Which means this is the after effect of the dimensional shift? What do you mean, after effect? It is like a shockwave that is induced by the dimensional displacement. But so much energy? If this much energy is unleashed here now... If so much energy is unleashed, then what will happen, Doc? Tell us. Then this planet will be annihilated. These numbers indicate that it has more than enough energy to take out a whole planet. What you mean? You can't be serious! We all fought so hard, only to see this happening? Isn't there anything we can do? Can we stop the after effect? Fortunately, there is nothing we can do. Almost all machinery, including our gears, are out of commission due to Zohar having been shut down. This time there is nothing we can do. To put to your straight, this is the end for us. This is freaking stupid! How the hell could it all end like this? What were we all fighting for up to now? The vibrations are intensifying. Hold on a sec. No, these vibrations are different. It has to be something else causing it. Look! Deus is rising? What is it this time? Deus is releasing its remaining energy and is beginning to accelerate. If it continues to accelerate at this rate, it will soon leave the atmosphere. You don't think... Think what? That it's Ellie? Ellie is moving Deus. Well, are you sure? I'm sure of it. Ellie is trying to save us by moving Deus away from our planet. She's going to sacrifice herself. That can't be. Oh, Ellie. Can we do anything? We can't just sit here and watch this happen, can we? Wait, there is still something I can do. What is it, Faye? My gear still works. Without Zohar, the power source of your gears, the only gear that now remains active is mine. Just like this, my gear and I made contact with Zohar. We are the only ones who can move now. I'm going to go save Ellie. That is absurd! Even if you were able to catch up to Deus, you will not have enough energy to make it back. Even so, I still must go. Ellie's taking the whole burden upon herself. If anything happens to her, I want to be there with her. Hey, just wait a minute! You know that I'm not gonna stand by and let you commit double suicide, if that's what you're planning. Bart. You better come back alive, you hear? Promise me! Promise me that you will come back, then I'll let you go! Thanks, Bart, I promise. I promise you that I will return, with Ellie. You better. Yeah, of course. Alright, then get going! But let's let him go, Satan. At this point, Faye's the only one that will be able to bring Ellie back. There's nothing we can say or do about it. You are right. Faye, keep your promise. No matter what.
Faye and Ellie! Both of you!
Come back home.
We'll be waiting for you, Chu!
I appreciate this, Bart and the rest of you. Well, I better get going now, but don't worry, I'll be back soon. I guess this will be the last journey you and I make together. I'm counting on you, partner. And now, this music does fit this situation a whole lot better than the fight against the elements earlier on in Disc 2. So there isn't going to be much more free talk I can do outside narration, because pretty much this whole rest of the sequence is just cutscene after cutscene. Philly! Just cutscene after cutscene after cutscene. That's all it is. And it looks like they have left the atmosphere. Yeah, this is real trippy. Where am I? That's Ellie! This must mean that I am inside Deus? Not exactly. Your actual body is but a physical object. It has merely been absorbed into Deus's outer shell. Only your consciousness is here. Of course, the girl you perceive in front of you is also not a true being. Your consciousness is merely creating her image. The wave existence? No, that's not you. Who are you? It can't be. Is that you, Krellian? That's right, isn't it? Krellian! It was you who did this to Ellie. The path of Sephiroth has been connected. No one can stop God from returning to his world now. So what have you come here for, Lacan? I came here to take the person I love back with me. So set Ellie free. The Deus system has been destroyed. It's all over now. So instead, I ask you, what are you hoping to achieve now? The time when all things started. The place where all things were one. I am going to return there. What place? Before the beginning of the universe, in the undulating waves of the higher dimension, all things were one. It was the waves spilling out from there that created this four-dimensional universe of ours. Humankind and the souls of mankind were born from there, are merely leftovers of those spilled waves. So, you're going back there? Is that what you desired? Lacan, why such reluctance to become one with God? What attachment could you possibly have to this wretched old world? What meaning can be found in living out such a short existence, hurting others, hurting yourself, grinding one another down, only to inevitably die and return to dust? Why, everything we could ever desire is here. No need to be troubled by the need for love, for this place is filled with the love of God. I have not lost hope in humans as much as you have, Krellian. Someday humankind will come to understand one another. I sincerely believe that. How can you be so sure? Humans will never come to understand each other. You said that she is the person you love, but can you say that you even truly understand each other? All humans do is place themselves at a comfortable distance from each other and call that mutual understanding, spiritual unity, or true love, but it is all lies. Man cannot associate with others without first deceiving themselves. That is the way that they were created. But one being's ego can't determine everyone's fate. People have the right to choose their own destiny. That's why humans have free will. And what if that will itself was predetermined? What then? Oh, what folly! Humans are just primitive life forms that have no such things as free will. Mankind has merely been allowed to live in an imperfect state, as is, as will be. It's for this very reason, because humans have this wretched will or whatnot, that humans must experience sadness and loss. For someone to gain something means another must lose it. It is impossible to make humankind share limited things and affections. So I came to the conclusion that everything must be reverted back to where it all began. To go back to when all was one. Waves and nothing else. It is not my human's ego. It is the will of the waves. The will of God. Well, that's alright too. We don't have to be perfect. Actually, being imperfect makes mankind live by helping each other. That's what being human is. That's mutual understanding. That's unity and love. I'm glad. No, I'm proud to be human. Ellie placed the future tomorrow in our hands, based on our choice, and she is working to keep Deus far from our planet. She is also trying to heal your heart, you who wants to journey all alone to be with God. Can't you understand Ellie's feelings? Do you have to become one with God before you are able to comprehend all this? I understand. I know her feelings, as if they were my own. Yes, she and I are one. We don't need God's help. Well then, prove it to me. Show me this power of humans. Show me this love that you say can make you independent of God. And this is actually the true final boss, but through all intents and purposes, it's like the final Sephiroth fight in Final Fantasy VII or Yuyev in Final Fantasy X. Though it is possible to lose, this is Ming's true form and she is pathetically easy. Ouroboros. Ouroboros. Look how much damage she's doing. Basically nothing. Oh yeah, I don't have Big Bang. I'm gonna start using Big Bang and I'm gonna see. Since this is the last time I'll be fighting in this game. Oh, she has 50,000 HP. I'm gonna try to go into infinity mode so I could beat this battle faster. Really, I just have to attack over and over again until I win. Alright. Kishin. I'm in infinity mode. Since I can perform these all-powerful death blows on her until she croaks. Alright, and I don't know how much more health points she has left. Probably not too much. Oh, it looks like she's about ready to die. Oh, she's dead. Alright, I guess I'll be seen. Alright. Let's do this, come on. Load, load, load. Ellie. And so Miang is destroyed forever. Faye. It was Krellian. Krellian released me. Krellian? Yes, I came to understand after becoming one with Krellian. His heart was so full of sadness. That's why he desired for he and I to become one with God. because that would be the return to the beginning of everything. He told me you should be with him. That is what he said. You see, he already knew. Yes, he already knew how I felt, how you felt, but there was nothing we or he could do. He had no choice but to go forward, even if it meant he lost all feelings, lost everything that was human. For all humankind's sake, there was no going back. Even looking back held too many memories. And he would have just wanted to go back, even though he couldn't. So please forgive him. Corellian loved people more than anyone else. I somehow knew it all along. Just knew he was really that kind of person. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I was wrong. I thought sacrificing myself in order to save others was the right thing to do. But my actions only brought sadness to all the people who I left behind. And that sadness gave birth to even more sadness. As long as I still live within you, my life is not just mine alone. Ellie, that isn't wrong. To sacrifice yourself for others is a noble thing. Even if it were to benefit yourself, it's no problem. There will always be a person healed, one or the other. Love gains its original shine only when there is an interrelationship between the giver and the receiver. It is incomplete when one or the other is missing. The two are one. It was you, Ellie, who taught me that. I believe that is what it means to be human. I can now understand the true importance of it. I don't know if it's the right answer or not, but we have a lot of time to think about it. What Corellian himself was looking for all along, we will find the answer to it all ourselves. Thank you, Faye. Ellie. And I'm gonna back away for a bit because the rest is just FMVs, and I want you all to be able to enjoy this ending. So if you haven't already, please leave a like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. With all that out of the way, I will see you at the very end.
Let's return to our planet.
That light. It's the point of contact with our world. But the dimensional shift has already begun. Will we make it in time?
Can you run?
If we're together, I can.
You.
There's no time. This place is about to be destroyed. Now there is no more God. This is no longer their planet. This is your home planet that you are now standing on.
Krelian, you aren't going, are you?
No. Since that time, I have stopped being human. I've committed so many sins that any attempt at living like a human is impossible. The only one who could have forgiven me was God.
That's not true. I know they would understand. There's still plenty of time to atone for your sins. You, of all people, could do it.
Always the peacemaker, eh, Lacan? Perhaps that's what it means to be human. But regardless, I cannot go. It's something I've already decided. I go to walk with God, even if there's no place left for me upon my return. I must go now.
Krelian.
Actually, I envy you two.
What happened?
Waves from the explosion disrupted the ionosphere, making it impossible to get a visual. They were probably caught up in the explosion.
That's a lie! He'll come back. He promised us he would. I know it.
Like a proud wolf alone in the dark, with eyes that watch the world, and my name like a shadow on the face of the moon. Broken mirror, a million shades of light, the old echo fades away, but just you and I can find the answer, and then we can run to the end of the world. We can run to the end of the world. Cold fire clings to my heart in the blue of night. Torn by this pain, I paint your name in sound. And the girl of the dawn with eyes of blue and angel wings. The songs of the season are her only crown. Broken mirror, a million shades of light. The old echo fades away, but just you and I can find the answer, and then we can run to the end of the world. We can run to the end of the
And that's Xenogears episode 5 of 6. We never got the other episodes 1 through 4 or 6 in any form. But that's this game in the books. And man, I'm going to tell you straight up, I have to absolutely thank the PlayStation subreddit, the PSX subreddit, for highly recommending this game to me. This game took over 200 hours to achieve absolute perfection in, and this was coming from somebody who went in there having very little idea what the hell he was doing. And honestly, the end result is, if you can access the kernel menu glitch, then it's totally worth it. This game is absolutely worth going for a perfect playthrough if you have the means to access the kernel menu glitch. But even if you just want to play this game for the story, this game comes highly recommended. It's definitely one of the absolute best games I ever played on the original PlayStation. And that's no small feat in and of itself. So, thank you so much for sticking through this entire series up till now. And yes, I have 3 bonus episodes coming up, and they all deal with parts about a rundown on where to get every single item in the game, or some variations of that, and then the final episode is just a bit of bonus content. That way, in order to accomplish a perfect playthrough, it's not just get max everything, it's to accomplish everything this game has to offer, and I mean everything. And there's still some things left on the table that I never showed or video recorded, and I want to show it to you guys. But otherwise, if this is the end, thank you so much for sticking through to all the way up to this point. And remember, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Get the word out. This game is amazing. I would say 9 out of 10. And it loses the point because of the clip show thing from Disc 2. But otherwise, it is absolutely first rate. So, absolutely. I'm going to stop rambling right now. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel. And with that out of the way, this is Mike Gordon, signing out.